We back in this bitch. You know who it is, goddammit. U-Beezey the Greasy. D-Swills with the bills.
Yeah.
Motherfucking do-rag daddy in this bitch today. Stop playing. And we back with episode 19.
20.
20? I thought...
20,
damn, I'm fucking
twin.
up. Twin. Anyways. We back in this motherfucker. Super Bowl week. I think we already picked who we got last week.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
You feel me? Again, it's hard to bet against Patty, but I'm going for the Niners. Christian need his win. Everybody else, I don't care about. Christian need his win.
Brock Purdy need his win. I'm sick of the disrespect.
Still agreeing with Cam Newton. Game manager, but still a quality quarterback. Not taken away from his quality quarterback. And I know I said at the beginning of the season, this man was pooty and he was just doing the job. But he's a game manager, but he's still a good quarterback, bro. Straight up.
At times, he's a game changer, bro. At times. Because in that, real quick, so we don't prolong on this. In that NFC Championship game, did he or did he not in the second half step up using his legs, making accurate throws, and the plays he needed to make? Because getting that first down with them legs and making those nice throws and, like extending the play, that's not managing. That's, creating plays. He's a playmaker.
I ain't going to say that. One game not going to convince me that you're a playmaker, bro. But
he's not he's not, like, so to speak, a game changer like Cam wants to point out, and Cam's not wrong. But he's like more of a playmaker than he is a game changer to me. He in the middle between game manager and game changer for me. Where that lies on the spectrum, what you want to call it, whatever. But he can do both. He's on both ends of the spectrum. He does what he needs to, and then he definitely impacts the game severely. So
I agree. 100%.
Anyways,
but we'll get into this motherfucking shit right quick. The only reason I thought about this last night, actually, I seen this post, and it was like, the best bars you heard, or the bar that make you go ooh, and it was like a whole bunch of pretty much it was a whole bunch of battle rap bars. It wasn't even like I'm pretty sure it was a battle rap page, but on that topic, give me this is personal opinion, not grand spectrum. Your top 3 battle rappers.
Ain't no order, but I like Goods. If y'all don't know Goods, look him up. That
nice.
motherfucker be killing me. He got the delivery, and then he funny for me, bro. He just too funny in the battle rap, dog. It's just hilarious. But he be keeping it serious too, and pooting on folks. I don't know if you watched that. Him versus Cassidy. Went in on that, man.
Cassidy,
all 3 rounds. The 3-0.
That boy got
3-0 him.
Boy got 30.
I like him and Clips too. Clips is up there with him, so Clips is my second one.
I fucks with Clips.
Him, especially that when they do the duo little battle shit. Deadly shit is hilarious.
You could put Clips with damn near anybody in some duos. This motherfucker go crazy.
But he got some hard ass shit, like by himself too, and shit is crazy. That him and I think his name's K Shine.
Yeah, I fucks with K Shine too.
I like K Shine, and then the close one next to me is Tay Rock. I like Tay Rock.
Tay Rock one of them, bruh.
Tay Rock nice.
Tay Rock got the bars, but what I really like about Tay Rock is the fucking energy every time, bruh. The energy is crazy anytime he get on the stage, bruh. This motherfucker.
Hey, that one where he was saying he was trying to buckle up, bruh. Boy, that's the first one to come around when I think of Tay Rock.
Hey, bruh. So
battle rapping fire. It's fire, bro. Like all these motherfuckers that you see the super hot fires and they just like rhyming and shit. Nah, That's not battle rap, dog. That shit's wee wee. Look up some real
Facts.
battle rap. URL off the URL, dog. Every
Facts.
time.
Bars. And they be fucking each other up. Since we talking about Tay Rock, he was one of them. I'm gonna do this in no particular order. I fucks with Tay Rock because you put this man in any setting, anywhere, bruh. He got the charisma. He gonna get the crowd involved every single time. He got the energy on stage, and he got the bars. Look up any fucking Tay Rock shit. It's always he always got the charisma from the crowd, and he got the energy. Bars is there.
For sure.
And then I would say my favorite motherfucker right now is Twerk, bro. Twerk be going in on motherfuckers. New
I
Jersey
forgot
Twerk.
about Twerk, bro. I like
New
the way.
Jersey Twerk.
Yes, I like his, like the, how you say, the graspiness in his voice, like
Yeah, like
little
the
like
rasp.
screech shit kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Rap. When he's talking, bro, and rapping, hey, that shit's fire. And he be hitting motherfuckers.
He be
Well, all I gotta say is
go
that
ahead.
shit was funny when Charlie Clips broke him down. And he broke how he do his rap sound. You see that one?
Yes.
Charlie.
Hey, he got fucked up on that one, but I'm gonna let that slide. I was the only one. The only thing, people be really clowning on Twerk because like at the beginning of his career, he was like coming into it, he was having like problems like coming up with rhymes and like freezing up on stage and shit. But he got past that shit, started fucking everybody up. He got the bars. I like the raspiness in his voice, and like he be talking his shit. And like anybody, he went in my opinion, I ain't seen a motherfucking battle that the nigga lost. Like he went in at least two every time he get on the stage. His energy is there. It ain't. I wouldn't say it's like Tay Rock. Tay Rock got crazy energy, but like he got that same type energy. And then he just like I like that he get real personal with every single person that he go up against. Like he be like jabbing these
For
niggas in their
sure.
chest, bro. Like personal shit, and be fucking up with the bars while being personal. Shit's fire. And then
And
so Tay
that's
Rock
what battle
Twerk.
rap is, but he does it to a higher like step. He takes it a higher step when he gets personal, and he be killing them.
Yeah, bro. Shit crazy. And then
That's why I like K Shine. I don't know if you've seen a lot of K Shines, but he be breaking people down, bro.
you be and this and I agree. I think I've seen like 2 or 3 K-Shine battles. And like every time him and that's why I like him too. Because like him and Twerk like get real personal, real good, like great. And like they be hitting motherfuckers with shit that like they can't react to type shit. Like, motherfuckers, most of the time, like battle rappers, like when they hear a bar, they like, yeah, like even if they like the bars on them, they be like, yeah, that shit was hard type shit. Like Twerk and K-Shine be hitting niggas with bars that like make them angry. Like they just be like, ooh, I want to hit this nigga in the jaw right now. That's why I
You gotta
like,
sit there and take it.
yeah, that's why I like Twerk. And then he a big motherfucker too. He about 6'4", 6'5", big as shit. And I just be watching his shows, and part of it, I be watching his shit. I want to see a nigga swing on him. I want to see him whoop up a nigga ass. Cause he big as
He
hell.
big as hell.
He bigger than a motherfucker. And then my undisputed GOAT, man, is Surf.
Sue Surf go crazy.
Surf. That's
Is he locked up?
yeah, bro. For like the 4th time.
He's locked up, right?
Yeah, that boy gone.
See, when that duo with Cliffs and Goods, they was talking shit to Shotgun in
yeah.
Arsenal about them getting him caught up on his third one. I was like, and hey, Cliffs killed that man in that round.
I don't
All
even
their
care.
pockets happen.
I don't give a fuck if Shotgun was up 2-0 right there. That round alone fucked his whole shit up.
Which they won.
That was out of there. But Surf, I like Surf because most of his shit is not like aiming at who he's battling. It's more like him relating to his personal life and how like his personal life stacks up to theirs with bars and like he's like embarrassing them like with his personal stories type shit. And he's more like real to his life while fucking the other person up. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like that's hard to do. You can't. Who else can do that?
He's storytelling and fucking y'all shit up. That's what he doing. Y'all
Yeah,
don't like it.
like who can do that, bro? It's like I don't know, bro. That's my undisputed goat number one all time. So, what's your favorite moment? I'm gonna give mine first. My favorite moment in battle rap, like ever. I can't remember that fat nigga name, bro, but he did the Black Jesus rhyme scheme. What's the?
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know
I'm
his
gonna
name.
look it up, but he was like, "You want to know how? You want to know how I know Jesus black?"
Jesus was yeah. I think that was a long time ago too. That you sent it.
Yeah,
I likes it.
it's a battle rap one, but that's my favorite one, bro. T Top is his name.
Okay.
T Top is his name. You ain't seen that shit? Look up Jesus Black with T Top. Motherfucker went crazy. So what's your favorite? You can't
That's
say the buckle
hard,
up
bro.
one. That
For
shit
me,
is fire.
I like the buckle up one by Tay Rock, but I don't know. It's kind of hard. There's a lot of them, and I don't remember them like vividly. It's a tough one. I don't think I really got a favorite one because I think I'll remember it. And I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
This nigga said I'm gonna have to pass. But anywho, tap into battle rap, shit fire. YouTube, type in URL battle rap. I'm gonna go ahead and say honorable mention. Goddamn big teeth gum motherfucker. I don't know why his name slipping my mind. Tall, skinny nigga on Wildin' Out.
Hitman.
Hitman Holla. Honorable mention for me, bro. I messes with Hitman. But we talking about favorites. Who's your favorite character all time, bro? Favorite character all time. Don't matter. Show, movie, short film. Don't matter.
So I'm gonna go TV right quick.
Or shit, if you want to get both, movie or TV show.
See, I think I am. TV is I swear I can't like decide. It's a dead tie between two people. Two white men on. If you ever seen The Blacklist,
I need to watch that, bro. Y'all keep telling me. I keep forgetting, bro. I'm gonna start watching.
Raymond Reddington, cold white man on that show, bro. Out here gives no damns, giving straight business, but he a classy man. He don't be doing like shit to no kids, no women. He just keep it straight business. Him and Chicago PD Hank Voigt out here giving the business in Chicago.
Hey, shout out Chicago PD. That shit fire. I fucks with Hank too.
Hank Voigt, the undisputed. That's loyalty right there. Hey, he told me, I got to handle my business. I was on the team. You got it, boss. Bang, bang. As for a movie, I got it right here from my favorite movie, Law Abiding Citizen. The character Gerard Butler played.
That's an excellent pick. I fucks with that pick.
Hey,
even though he was going against,
he was about his business and giving lessons, but he wasn't in the wrong technically, in my opinion. He was out here teaching motherfuckers a lesson.
Yeah, I agree. I like to compare him and Thanos.
I'd have been okay if he would have won. I don't know. Thanos was wild. Half the population of the universe. I don't know. That's a.
It's less
big
about
difference.
It's less about the method and more about the idea and what was trying to get done, bro. And they was both about their business. They was not bullshitting. Like they was getting the shit. Like, come on.
But Thanos Gerard
Butler could have went about it a different way too, bro. So it's not that much of a difference.
He waited 9 years and then decided to give it a bitch. I'm going Gerard Butler. You know what I'm saying? Easy. I'm gonna let you go. Yours is asinine. We not rocking with it.
I don't got no motherfucking. I don't really watch that many TV shows. I can't think of how many TV shows I watch. And then, so I'm just gonna go 2 movies, bro. 2 movie characters. Just off the rip, bro. Riddick, for one. I fucks with Riddick heavily.
Who?
Riddick.
Oh, Riddick. Okay.
I fucks with Riddick heavily. For one, this motherfucker just go there, bro. Everybody on this planet dead as fuck. He literally by himself, bro. Don't matter from motherfuckers, different planets, all type of weapons. This man with the knives and the gleamy eyes, fucking up everybody, bro.
Giving
Come
straight
on, bro.
business.
You know what I'm saying? Lone Ranger, no helps. This man, he was, and the thing I really liked him, he wasn't just like brute strength and like shit like that. Like, this motherfucker was insanely smart too. Like, this man had been all over the universe, so he knows all this shit about all these different planets, how people process shit, how shit works. It's insane. He just retains all the information, fuck everybody up using that, and then, you know what I'm saying? And he cut though. Messes with that, and then just because for like the humanitarian part of me, gotta be Denzel and John Q, bruh.
Fire movie. Not my favorite character all time, but fire movie.
Gotta
Everybody
be
go
Denzel
watch
and
John
John Q,
Q,
bruh.
whatever it's on.
That was like the
Excellent
first movie. That was the first movie I seen where I was like, I fucks with this whole shit. This man ain't give a single fuck. Like, that's the type of man I'm trying to be, bruh. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do for my family and my motherfucking kids. Don't matter. And I'm gonna take the consequences with it. Fuck them. Long as everybody's
I need
straight.
to go rewatch that movie.
Shit is
That's right.
fire.
I need to go rewatch that movie.
The shit that really fucked me up though, that really made me like the nigga, like, this motherfucker stuck up a whole hospital, had hostages, negotiating with the police, all that shit, with a gun with no fucking bullets in it. Not a single bullet in that bitch.
But they ain't know.
You know the nutsack you gotta have to stick up a whole hospital and negotiate with the police to have no fucking, or he had one bullet. He had one bullet in the goddamn thing and didn't have it loaded. Until at the end, when they found out that he was a donor for his son, and he was like, I'm gonna load this bitch and I'm gonna kill myself so he can have my heart. And he can survive. Come on, bruh. You can't get outside of all the supernatural bullshit, and like, that's the hardest character in my opinion.
I can accept your choices. It's acceptable. And John Q is definitely top tier on the movie list.
100p, bro.
That was an excellent, well written, well screenplayed movie. Anybody want to complain? Don't care.
You don't like
Speaking of
John Q,
movies, I
you don't
sent it to
need to
you
be
earlier.
lying.
Second movie, or is the third one in the series. It's coming out. A Quiet Place, Day One.
Oh
I don't know if you've
shit,
seen
they
it when
got
I sent
another
it to you
one?
earlier. A Quiet Place, Day One.
Oh,
Comes out in, I think it's in June or July. Either one.
oh,
But it's
I
this summer. It's
need
coming out.
that.
How it all
I
started.
need that.
Now, the second one was more or less the same with the first movie, but the
I
first
agree.
movie was still super fire. Super fire.
Facts.
Super, super fire. I don't care what nobody say.
Facts.
Because I like being a movie critic because Rotten Tomatoes is not always right. But I feel like once you get like into the 55s, 50 and below, that's when they're correct. But like a lot of movies be like, oh, like this movie was a 60 ball. And I'm like, bro, how? Like, nah. A Quiet Place, I don't know what it was rated, but A Quiet Place, the very first one, excellent movie. There's not any talking except for the sign language. I mean, technically that is speaking, but no, like talking out loud. And the movie
Yeah.
is excellent.
100p, bro.
But I'm ready to see this third one, bro. It looks fire. Day one, how it all started, I did not see that coming.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think they was gonna make another one.
Me neither. I didn't think the second one was like well received because it was too much similar. So I thought it was like average. I didn't think they were making a third one, but they are.
That shit fire. I fucks with that first one. That first one goated, bro. That first one got me, son. Like, I ain't gonna. I watched it on accident, I think, because like I seen it and I was like, I don't really know. Like, I seen a trailer and the trailer wasn't that intriguing to me. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? If I come across this motherfucker, I might watch it. And then I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I like somebody was watching it and I walked in halfway or like partial away in the movie. And I started watching. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, yo, this shit kind of nice. And I just like went back and watched the whole thing. I was like, I fuck with this heavily. And then they released the second one like 2 or 3 years later.
Something like that. I
Something
think
like that.
3 or 4.
But I watched the second one and then I
John
thought it was
Krasinski underrated.
factuals. 100p. I thought that was just a motherfucker off. I ain't gonna lie. I think what swayed me not to watch it the first time is because I don't really fuck with The Office.
The
Buddy in
Office.
The Office was in there.
Me neither.
And so I was like, nah, I'm cool. But hey, mistakes was made.
Him
But
and
it
his
was
wife
cool.
did
I
an excellent
recovered.
job.
The lady in the movie is real wife.
Yeah, Emily Blunt is his real wife.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's even more super hot fire.
Facts.
I fucks with that. I like how they incorporated the
So
little
like for
deaf
me,
bitch in there too. That shit is fire too.
yeah, not like it because the only way they could talk sign language. She was getting all butthurt about it. But like with the tier movies, like John Q and Law Abiding Citizen for me is like S tier, top tier. Like in A Quiet Place is like right there at A tier. It's like on the cusp for me. It's like bam, it's like almost there.
I can agree with
But
that, bro.
excellent movie.
I agree with that shit because damn, now I gotta watch the trailer for the third one, bro. This shit, I'm excited, bro.
I sent it to you.
Gotta go back
It's
and
on
look.
Instagram.
Gotta go back and look. It's hard for me to pay attention to Instagrams while I'm at work.
I felt like I always wanted to do something with film, like movies, because I just like movies. I like watching the fucking movies, bro. Like TV is
Yeah,
one thing, and it's like Mr. Denzel Washington said, like, let me show you the difference between a TV star and a movie star. I was like, damn, bro. When he said that shit, I was like crazy because he explained it to the guy. He was like, TV, like they see you weekly, like they just like turn something on when you doing your daily chores. They turn you on. For me, they got to take the time out of their day or evening and go watch me in the theaters. I'm like, damn. I was like, that's big time. This motherfucker out here spitting facts.
fire.
That's why like I'm such a big movie person because TV is just like kind of background noise. I do like to watch it, but it's kind of background. But
I agree, bro. Now that you said that, you absolutely correct, bro. Like a lot of I don't know that many people that like sit and watch TV, bro. It's just kind of like on, glance at it for a little bit while they doing shit. Yeah, bro.
they have their very few shows they on it every week, like the weekly showing. Other than that,
Type
everybody
shit.
just playing the shit. Moving forward, we off the movie topics, but what else you got for me?
So I got this. I ain't gonna say that. It's controversial, very controversial. And I thought about this shit. Well, it was like last week sometime. Somebody said something. Oh, you know what? Because okay, so I work with a gay dude, right? His name's Gio, and he said something like real gay. I can't remember what he said, but he said something real gay. But it wasn't like he said it out loud, not meaning to say it out loud. He was like reading something on his phone and like said some real gay shit out loud. And then there's like this old lady. Her name, I ain't gonna put names out there. I ain't Kevin Gates giving government names, But it's an older lady that we work with. Geo probably like in his late 30s, early 40s type shit. You know, gay men be stylish as a motherfucker. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga be drippy than a motherfucker with the silk shirts and all that. Motherfucker be coming to work in some heat. I be like, hey, bruh, I'm gonna need you to, like, I'll give you some money and go shopping for me, big dog. Like, he be drippy than a motherfucker. But he said some like gay shit out loud, and she like turned around and looked at him, and she was like, "You don't need to be saying that at the workplace. Not everybody is like you." I was like,
Some old folks, dog. They
I
don't
was
give a
like,
fuck.
bruh, you know, most gay people be feisty in the bitch. I'm like, hey, yo, Gio, whoop that bitch ass. Whoop that hoe ass. Let me get a little kick in that bitch. I don't like her anyways. But it made me think. I'm gonna ask this question: do you think being gay is a choice? Is it natural? Like, I guess you could say you're born like that, or is it a disease? It's a sickness, a mental
It's
disorder.
definitely not the last one. It's not. It's definitely not the last one. It's not a sickness.
What
Everybody
about
got
a
their own
mental
preferences
disorder?
and whatnot. It's not a mental disorder. Ain't none of that shit. You're not born with it. It's a choice. It's just like you find out like, oh, I don't like women. I don't like how this works for me. I don't like the situation, the sexual preference, the um, intimacy, the everyday shit, like how it works with women. So, or vice versa, men, if you're a woman and you lesbian, same shit, gay. I'm just keep it gay.
Keep it queer.
It's all right, buddy. Um, uh, it's just a choice. This you figure out. Oh, I don't like women. Oh, I don't like men. Like whichever one you are, if you're a woman or a man. But it's definitely a choice, which I have no problem with.
See, I don't really
Just
think.
don't. Only thing I say, like if and when I have kids, don't push it on them. Don't push it on mine. Don't teach them anything like that. They can find out for themselves. Because if they're gay, lesbian, whatever, I don't care. That's fine with me. Don't push it on them. And then don't do it towards me. Don't like be doing that shit towards me. Like I'm not like I'm not a homophobe or anything like that. Just to say it, it's just don't do it towards me. That's not. I don't want you to do that. But I definitely don't have a problem with you. Like ain't no problem here, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
If I got the life choice.
I don't think. I agree with you to a sense that it is a choice, but I don't necessarily think that it's a choice, like to be gay. I feel like I don't think it's a choice to be gay. I feel like you make the choice to partake in it for sure, but I don't think like you decide like and like as a man, I don't think I decided like I like vagina and I like titties and I like the femininity of a woman. I don't think I decided that. I think that was like it came natural. Like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I feel like my nutsack dropped, and then I was like, "Ooh, I need some pussy." You feel me? Like
Oh shit.
I don't think like I just feel like the nutsack boom. Hair started growing on that motherfucker, and I was like, "Yeah, I need." You know what I'm saying? I need to put this motherfucker in between in some vagina. You know what I'm saying? I need to like lick around some areolas. Like I
Hey,
really don't
the
think I
first one that
made
got me was the first one that got me was titties, dog. As soon as you said titties, I couldn't control it. That shit was I don't know why it was funny, but it just was.
like I don't
Just
know.
out
I don't
here
feel like I made
speaking
that
to every
decision.
part of the anatomy.
You feel me? Like it's just like I don't think I decided that was like I don't think my nutsack dropped and I was like, men's booty holes or women's vagina. I think it was just like it was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see the titties on her, like that shit look fire. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Boom. And then like, you know, I seen a man and I was just like, I don't feel nothing. It's just whatever. So I don't think I decided that.
Look,
I think it was just
look, I don't. When I say a choice, I look at it. I don't want to like keep it prolonging this. I'm just saying. I'm looking at it like every person comes out straight. You're a man, you're a woman, you come out straight, and that's just like the natural thing. And then when there's a choice on the side, like you found out this, you found out you don't like men if you're a woman, or if you don't like women if you're a man, and then you make that choice. It's not like, oh, you come out and you're like, oh, do I want women or do I want men? Not in that spectrum of a choice. It's like here's this. I'm gonna put that in front of you. Like that's his natural. Like so, it's what you're getting served at dinner. It's what you like. No, he's like, nah, I don't like that. I found out I don't like that, so boom, I'm not gonna have that no more. You know what I'm saying? That did I make that like way too simple?
yeah, I
Like, but you
got you.
get it.
Yeah. I feel what you're saying. I
So
feel what you're
a
saying.
choice in that aspect, not like A and B. It's just like you got one choice, and then bam, that it like nah, that's not for me. Then you just go left instead of right.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel. See, I don't. I was gonna just speaking in reference to what you said in the beginning. Like we all come out straight. I don't think that's true because I don't. Your mind doesn't even think that until you're introduced to
Yeah, that was just like
like
me like trying to get my point across. I get that.
yeah
I get what you're saying in that aspect.
yeah because I feel like until you hit puberty, you're not like. I feel like once your body gets into that mode, like that procreating mode, like okay, like my hormones is here, they raging. That's when you decide like I'm attracted to this or I'm
For
attracted
sure.
to that. And
I
then it
get it.
goes then after that it goes into what you was just saying for sure. So yeah, I feel what you're saying.
We'll go with that. So I
But
got
one thing
I
it's
got another
not is a
question.
mental
So is
disorder or sickness. Fuck all
yeah,
you old people that
no, it's
said that. I
people
don't heard that from.
facts. Facts. Y'all are idiots. So another thing is depression like a real like what do they classify it as like a sickness or something like that? What do you know what they do that as? What they classify it as?
Yes, bro. Depression is literally
Or
like a
or
chemical
disorder?
imbalance, bro. See,
Okay.
people get confused. People think depression is
I'm
like
asking. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I feel like nowadays like depression, anxiety and like all that shit is like such a big thing that motherfuckers don't really know what it is. And all that shit is like chemical imbalances in your brain. It's not like something a nigga just woke up and made up and was like, "Oh, I'm sad, so I'm depressed." I feel like some people like to like diagnose themselves as depressed because they feel a certain way as like or they feel the same as what a depressed person would feel. But a lot of people, if they just like change their life like to more positive things and not just like dwell on certain shit, a lot of people all it takes is like lifestyle changes and they're fine. But then you have actual depression that's like chemical imbalances. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, like you're always in this one mode.
Okay,
Or
that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, is it like depression or is it just like pressure in your environment? Like that's what you're just feeling. You're not feeling depressed because depression is a real thing. That's what I was trying to figure out. Because some people are like, no, like all these old head folks, which is like the other topic. They're like, nah, depression not real. Stop being a fucking baby. Uh, it depends. People definitely throw it out of proportion, like overuse it,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
but it's definitely real. I
And
had to ask. I saw that somewhere.
I think that's what fucks it up too, because like
It's thrown around too much.
yeah. And then in my opinion, old people love to say like, oh, that shit ain't real. Like, you're not depressed. Like, suck that shit up. I'm like, and half of them motherfuckers was walking around their whole life depressed and just dealt with it because they didn't, because their parents was like, oh, you're not depressed. Like, you need to go to work and you need to do this to take care of what you need to take care of. And they're like living their entire life depressed as shit, not realizing it, and wonder like why the fuck they always grumpy or like ain't shit ever going right. It's because bitch, like you've like went your whole life depressed as shit and just chalking it up as like
Facts.
this is life. And now you like putting that on your children and like your grandchildren. And it's like, bruh, and it's like there's clear differences. You could tell the differences in old people too, because it's like old people that's just assholes and like they don't really give a fuck about nothing and like all that shit. And then you got old people that's just like us, bruh. They just like regular ass motherfuckers going through their day. And then of course you got like the super hippie, like happy motherfuckers, but that's just completely different. But you can definitely tell like in old people, like who went through their whole life like depressed and just pushing through it. And then who like either they figured it out that they was depressed and got help, or like they just wasn't depressed and they just realized, oh, this is just life. So like once I start taking control of my life and like as shit progresses, like it'll get better. And then a lot of them, like I said, bro, and they don't like anxiety the same way. All that shit, bro.
I just thought about it because it kind of a latch on to this or whatever. Sidebar. I hate when you reach people saying money won't solve your problems. Motherfucker, besides
Give me
depression,
yours
it
then,
will
bitch.
solve 90% of people's, yeah, it will solve 90% of people's problems. More than likely. Right or wrong? Would it not solve like 90% of your problems?
100p, bro.
Not that
I
I
don't
have
think
a
I'm
lot.
a.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
Thank you.
I don't know, bro. They're not wrong in saying money won't solve all your problems, but it'll get rid of 98% of them bitches. And
Money, look, the way I look at it, money equals freedom. Freedom is power. Boom. Done. Because free up with money, free up my bills, any loans, all that. Go do whatever whenever I want. You know, not saying I won't work, but I'm saying like I ain't got to worry about tomorrow. Like if something happens, pay this shit, whatnot. Right?
right,
I'm free.
100p,
Money is freedom, and freedom
I'll
is
be a
power.
lot less stressed out if I had less shit to pay every single month.
Exactly. Boom. Got another question for you. It's a pretty easy one, but all through time, everybody done told you you need to go to college. Ain't nobody in our family been in college, or somebody else's family be like, oh, everybody's going to college. Whatever the case may be. Is college necessary, especially in our environment nowadays, where it's leaning towards?
No, absolutely fucking
In most
not.
cases.
Absolutely not. I know plenty of motherfuckers right now that didn't go to college. That's probably like I would say more financially stable than I am. Which I guess if you don't, I don't know, bro. It's like trade. Do you consider like trade schools and shit college?
Hmm. How long do you usually go? Isn't it like a year? Maybe two?
Yeah, trade schools is usually like a year, maybe two.
Yes and no, but it's definitely cheaper anyways overall towards college.
So
In
what?
a,
So
in some cases.
I'm just gonna give to you what I feel like um is beneficial to each demographic. So like for people like us, college is not beneficial, in my opinion. It's a setback more than
I would
anything.
agree.
It does
Yes.
help, but we won't see the help that college does until we like 40 years old, because unless I feel like college is for the rich. You can afford it. It doesn't set you back, and then like you get your degree and you can
And
go
you get
do
to have a
whatever
good time.
you get to
People
go do
of our
whatever the fuck you
demographic
want.
go for an education. Not saying we don't have fun while we're there. I didn't like go out and party like that, but we go there to make sure we have an education and we have a stable job when we get out. Which I get. But knowing what I know now and
I
where I
wouldn't have
work
went.
at now, I don't need a degree, and I wouldn't have went. No,
I wouldn't have went.
dude, at 16, I run circles around people now. At 16, I still could have ran circles around the motherfuckers I work with. For the most part, most of them. I'm like, bro, I could have been doing this shit when I was 16. My job I have now, I'm like, it's not hard. But
Facts.
when I applied, it was like, oh, a college degree is required. I was like, bro, for what? I was like, for this shit. When I got there and started working, I was like, for this shit, you need a college degree, bro. This is simple stuff I learned in high school. Like, this shit is ass.
Shit is dumb, bro. And that goes into a whole nother shit that I don't even know if I want to get into. But like I said, bro, for our demographic, that shit is, like I said, it's more of a setback than it is like a step forward. Because like I said, like we not gonna see, like just for instance, bro, like if we was two single males and we in a position now, we just graduated college, like what do we have to show for it outside of our job that,
Yeah.
like you said, we could have got? Exactly, like you said, we could have got without the fucking degree. So it's like, and then we gotta stay. We got, if we want to like get a house and do all that shit, we gotta work for
Which
five 5 to 10 years to save up the money to do all that. Then just to do that, that's another fucking setback because we putting ourselves in more debt. And it's like, bro, we
Yep.
like, you don't win.
So
So I
I
feel
don't
like
blame anybody. I don't blame anybody. I'm just saying where we come from, not enough was known about college, so it was so pushed
exactly,
so much on us. It's like you end up finding out, hey, I might be the smartest one in this motherfucker because I did not need to go to this now. Like
exactly,
looking back now, it's like
exactly, bro.
I did not need to go. Like if I would have just went to this work at a high school, boom, like did 4 years like a college would have been, I would have been making money, got experience, and then I could have just applied for the job anyways because I know more than this dumbass coming out of college. Because not everybody is straight A students. I wasn't. College sucked. I didn't need to like most of the shit. And college is just a scam also, in the fact that you got to take so many different curriculum that doesn't apply to your degree. It's just
It
like
has
we
nothing
include
to
it,
do
so
with
you
it.
have to pay more. Exactly. So fuck you. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like college is for the rich, or I don't want to say the rich, for the people that can afford it. That's what college is for. And then like jobs,
Like your
like
select degrees, like engineers, doctors, stuff like that. Like you got to go.
that,
Understand?
that's a systematic thing because there's a reason why that shit is so expensive. Like they know 95%
Power
of the
keep the
world
power.
can't afford that. Yeah, 95% of the world can't afford to do that shit. So it's whatever. But I just think it's a systematic thing. And then like the shit that really pisses me off though, it's like the positions that we in, because like we went and got our degree and we applied for these jobs, and it's like, oh, you have to have a college degree to do this. And then it's like, okay, cool, we apply for it. This was my experience was like, oh yeah, like I got my degree, I can now apply for all these jobs. I applied for all these jobs, and then I get one, and I'm like, oh yes, like my first big boy job type shit. Boom, 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 and I get here and I'm training, and I'm like, nigga, I could have did this fresh out of high school, and I have to have a degree. Like none of this shit is hard.
Exactly.
Like I
I'm at
could
my
take
first
a,
big boy job right now. Exact same
you
way.
feel me? Like I could take a bum off the street right now, have him sit next to me for 3 weeks, and he can do this same shit that I'm doing. Like he may not be able to, or they might not be able to do it in a shorter amount of time that I picked it up, but I can definitely train them within a month to do this exact same shit that I'm doing, bro. This does not take a degree.
100%. I applied for over 100 jobs. I swear. My cousin helped me. Over 100 jobs. I got 4 callbacks, dog. And like when I interviewed, like around like at the end of college, when like we were fixing to graduate, we had like a thing where you they have an online. It was during COVID, so it was like online thing where you get in with companies and do like a FaceTime and all that shit, like with certain people, and you talk to them about like interviews for this job, and they're like, oh, and everyone I applied for is like starting out like basic, like what the hell do they call it? Just entry level.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, well, we're looking for somebody with a bit more experience in like home building and stuff. I was like, how the fuck is it entry level then? Like, I don't come like because all my classmates, most of them were like, oh, my uncle has this company, my dad or mom has this company, or they worked here forever, and they know. I'm like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't magically fucking create experience for you. I was like, we were given one chance to go on an internship, and I'm like, I don't know people like that just to say, hey, I got this experience working at a home builder. I'm like, no, we need like experience plus your entry level. So you want experience, a college degree, and you're gonna pay me fucking minimum wage? Not minimum wage, but really fucking little money to start. I'm
Yeah,
like, that don't make no sense.
shit is goofy, bro. I don't, bro. Like I think, like whenever I graduated and I got all my shit, I immediately like, literally like the day that my semester ended, to where I got my degree. I ain't go to no graduation ceremony, none of that shit. The day my semester ended, and I knew I was passing all my classes, I ain't worried about shit else. I just started applying for jobs. Bro, I apply for jobs every day, probably at least like 20 to 30 jobs every single day for like 3 fucking weeks before I got one call back.
I get it. I
I
drove
was
all the
like,
way up to Houston
bruh,
from where we lived at, dog. I drove all the way up to Houston, and it was like with an electrical company type shit. And they're like, oh, all right, entry level. And it's like, how are you with like technology? I was like, it's not hard. Like you just need to speak here and there. And I asked for 45,000, bro, which is fucking like that's. I mean, I know it's more than a lot of people make, but it's like
thanks.
coming out of
That's
college, I
not
need like that minimum, and that's low, bro. And they're like,
exactly.
oh, entry level, like I can't pay you that. Like it's gonna be like 40 to 35. I'm like, bro, what?
Fuck
Like I could go
no.
fucking clean.
Fuck no.
I could go clean schools at night for the same fucking amount and not have went to college. I was like, you fucking stupid. I'm like, you're
And see,
crazy.
that's why I know, because when I first moved here, I got that one job. I quit that
Huh.
motherfucker, and the reason I quit because them motherfuckers, they pretty much like lied. Like they gave me a base salary, and it was like, oh, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like sales. You can make commission off of that shit. Cool. The base salary was like 42 something, but the commission was like real nice. Like if you got some shit off, like it was real nice. You got like 20% of whatever the fuck you were selling. I was like, oh, this is like, I could work with this for a little bit and still apply for more jobs, and like until I get the one like I want more. So like I'm doing that shit, boom. I do it for like a month. And so like in the first month, I sold like 2 or 3 things for like a total of like 30 racks. So I'm like 20%, that's gonna be a good little check on top of my base shit. I'm cool. Like I could do that. So the day like payday comes, and like, whenever you first go to a job, or some jobs, they give you like an actual physical check the first time. So they gave me I'll go into work, boom, Friday, get paid. I'm like, cool, let me go get my check before I dip up out of here. Leave for the day, go up, lady, give me my check. I'm looking, and I'm like, nigga, this is base salary. Like, where the fuck my commission at? And she was like, oh, that's just what they had in your payroll. All I do is write it on the checks and give it to you. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go back in, talk to the manager. And they're like, oh, well, you did sell all the stuff, but they don't, like, you don't get, they haven't made their first payment on it. So you don't get the
Yeah.
commission until they make the first payment on it. I'm like, well, why the fuck y'all ain't say that the first time? Whatever. I let that shit slide. Come back the next week, nothing. So the next week come around, I'm like, hey, bro, when they supposed to make their first payment? Oh, they're not making their first payment till next month. We had to set it up to where they don't make it until the next month. I'm like, I feel like y'all playing with me right now, bro. But whatever, dog. When all I know is whenever they make their first fucking payment, I better get my fucking check or I'm tearing this fucking office down. Like I don't care. Hey,
I
bro,
remember.
I go in salty as shit for like the next 3 weeks. That Friday of the first month come, I go to the lady at the front desk. Oh, you got a check for me? She was like, oh no, we don't get paid until next week. Nah, I'm supposed to get a check for my commission because they made their first payment the end of last week, so I get my commission this week. She was like, oh, I don't have anything in payroll for you. Oh, oh. Walk in the manager's office. Hey, bro, where my commission check at? It's like, oh, let me look. It should have been in the payroll. You got 5 minutes, my nigga, and that's it. I'm tearing this bitch down. This motherfucker looking. It's like, oh, I don't have anything in here for you. Did you sell anything? Like, did you sign off for it? Oh, for real? All that shit went on the ground. Everything on that motherfucker desk, flipped. Fuck y'all niggas, I'm out. I don't even need no motherfucking check from you dirty motherfuckers. I'm out this bitch. And I had to walk down the hallway, knock every picture off the goddamn wall. Fuck y'all niggas, boom, boom, boom.
That was the hood in you, dog. Came out
Never went
playing with my
back, dog.
money.
Never went back. And then that's when I started working at churches, you feel me? Them dirty bitches. I got fucked so bad when I moved here, bruh. I got fucked so hard,
I
dog.
told you to wait to come to Houston,
I got
and you didn't.
fucked. Go to work at
I'm not saying
churches.
it didn't work out now. I'm not saying it didn't work out now at your job, but instead of getting fucked, you should have just waited and came over here, dog.
You right, bruh. And I was working at churches. I was like, bruh, fuck this shit. Like, I'm still applying for jobs. And then like, when nobody called me back, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna apply at FedEx. Boom, apply for FedEx. They gave me a call. Boom, boom. I got that going. So I worked at churches for 2 weeks. They was like, oh, you get your first check, boom, direct deposit, whatever. Cool. And so I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get my check put in my 2 weeks. So that Friday come, supposed to get paid. I wake up in the morning, boom. I was a cook. I was a cook back in that house, so we had to get up there at like fucking like 10 o'clock in the morning, prep the whole kitchen type shit. Boom. So I'm doing that, looking at my phone like my shit ain't hit yet. Whatever, nigga. We'll wait till I was like, shove that in my pocket, wait till lunch around come around. Boom. So we open at 11. Boom. I get my lunch at 3. 3 come around, look at my phone. I ain't got shit. I'm like, bruh, ain't no way these niggas not gonna pay me. So it was a dude, cool ass. The manager was cool as shit. Nigga that ran the store, cool as shit. A nigga named Ronald, but I call him Ron. I was like, hey, Ron, like, I ain't got my check. What's up with my shit? And he was like, oh man. He was like, hold on, let me call the owner, blah, blah, blah. So like he called the owner or whatever. And he was like, did you fill out all your forms, whatever? I was like, yes, bro. Like I filled out all the forms, got everything. And he was like, all right, cool. So these niggas had my account and share for the direct deposit, but they didn't send me the paper to sign off on for them to do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, they can't just give me a check, like, and then they send me the paper. They can send you the paper, you print it out, I'll sign it, turn it in, whatever. And it was like, nah, they can't give you. He was like, they can't give you a paper check because you already signed up for the direct deposit. I was like, bro. And he was just like, nah. He was like, I seen this happen multiple times. He was like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. He was like, when you leave here, don't come back, like, cause they're not gonna pay you. And I was like, nah, these niggas gonna pay me, bro. Like, ain't no way they just not finna pay me. And so I leave that day. I was off the next day, but the day after that, I was supposed to go back in. So I go back in the day after, And I said, Ron, these niggas got my form yet? He was like, I don't know. Let me see. So he like go in the system and look. He was like, yeah, your form in there. Where the fuck my money at, Ron? I don't want you to have to pay for their mistake. Come on, bruh. He was like, nah. He was like, just relax. Like, we gonna get it for you. I didn't want to have to fuck Ron up because I fucked with Ron. Ron was cool. And
You're
so he called,
retarded.
and then the owner, and he called the owner. The owner came to the store, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on, like with your direct deposit. Like, we got all your forms. I don't know why you're just not in payroll yet." I'm like, "I've been in this bitch for 3 weeks, and I'm not in payroll." I was like, "Nah, man, fuck y'all niggas. I'm out." I left that bitch,
I would have
and
just
then
taken the whole kitchen. Just
nigga
hold. I
on
would have had
God,
like 3 bags of straight chicken.
nigga on God,
Straight chicken. Biscuit.
that day, I took a 12 piece. I got the big box. Boom. Threw 12 legs in that bitch.
I,
Cause I don't fuck with really nothing else.
I
Threw
would have got
12
more
legs
than
in that
that.
bitch and some biscuits. Boom. Took that shit home. Came back the next day. Act like I was coming to work. Took me another 12 piece. Dipped out that hoe. And then I came back the next day. I was just gonna keep I was really finna just keep stealing they chicken till I got my money's worth that they was supposed to pay me. Nigga, I went up there like 6 straight days and got 12 pieces of straight legs. And it was what was the nigga name in the back? It was it was Ron's nephew, bruh. He was in the back, cool as shit. This nigga, bro, I swear to God, after the second day, he was like, hey, bro, I got you. Just come in, like, right before we open. I'm going to have some chicken fried for you. You just take it. Nigga, I was going in that bitch. He was frying my shit, giving that hoe to me. I was like, oh, yeah, I fuck with that. And then I went it was like the 6th or 7th day I went, and the owner was there, and he was like, "You take any more chicken? I'm calling the police." I was like, "Call the popo, nigga. Y'all ain't paid me, bro. I'm getting my due. Call them niggas and let them know you ain't paid me, please." So I got my chicken, got the fuck up out of there. Boom. And then the next day I went, they had the police there. And it wasn't like really, well, it was the police, but it was like one cop. He was just like there. And when I walked up, he was like, "Are you Euless?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You can't take any more chicken out of here." And I was like, "Did them niggas tell you they ain't pay me?" He was like, "No, but you can't just." He was like, "That's still stealing." Blah blah blah. I was like, "All right, whatever, nigga. Y'all ain't gonna see me no more." Boom. And then that was that. And then like 2 days later, the FedEx called me and I started there. So I dead ass went like 4 months, no paycheck. It was like
Your shit
five
was
months,
in
5 months,
shambles, dog.
no money, bro. I
Your
smoked
shit
through
was in
all my
shambles.
savings. Like I smoked through damn near every fucking penny I had just to like pay rent, all my shit. That shit was ass. That shit was asshole, bro.
Your
I
boy
was
was
ready to shoot
struggling.
some shit. I was ready to shoot some shit for real.
Oh
But it
man.
was cool. FedEx was boom. And then like while I was working at FedEx, I got the call from JP Morgan Chase. They was like, "Oh yeah, let's do this interview real quick, big dog." Boom. I was in there.
No, chitty chitty bang bang. Here we are. I'm gonna leave it off there at that. It has been another wonderful episode of Real Spill. We are your hosts, U-Beezey and D Wills. We appreciate all the likes, subscriptions, all the shares. Even if you don't, you just watch for 5 minutes. Cool. Love and appreciate it. We'll see y'all next week.